want to do this and see how it's going to work. Hey, everybody. It's a great day to be alive. This is Tommy Lee Francis with the Morgan County Today. We are here running a test beta run to see how this works and to see how you guys may or may not like that. And let us know. Give us your feedback as you're tuning in and watching. This is something we're going to try to do often, maybe once a week. So as you tune in now, we can see how many are live and how many are watching. Leave a comment. Let us know where you're watching from. Stay tuned. We won't be on here a really long time, but we've got some giveaways and we got some other cool stuff that we're going to be doing during this live broadcast. So, hey to all y'all that's tuning in already. Again, I'm Tommy Lee Francis with the Morgan County Today. You're going to see a lot of different things going on as we go through this broadcast because it's a beta run. We're testing out different things about our live broadcasting software and systems and all these things that we have in place. So you can let us know where you're watching from, if you can hear it well, if you can see it well, all those things, just comment down below. If you can leave us some stars, that would be great. Hey, Deanna from Hopkinsville, Kentucky. Great to have you on with us. And Derek from Western New York. And Cynthia from Oakdale. We appreciate everybody tuning in, and we hope that you guys will enjoy this broadcast. Got some cool stuff. We're going to be giving some announcements about things coming up with the newspaper and all the other cool things that's going on. As you guys know, we have been growing like wildfire, and it has been a great time doing so. We acquired the paper back in 2019, and we have been pedal to the metal since then, going strong. So we have several things going on that we want to tell you all about. So first up is our newspaper format. Our newspaper format changed back in July of 2021, and since that time we've got a lot of great comments about that and heard nothing but rave reviews. And so, and excuse me if you see some things popping in and off the screen again, this is a beta run. So that's what we're here to do, test it out. But do me a favor. If you got any good jokes, please let us know some good jokes because it's been a while and I really need to work on my jokes. Some of you guys have told me that. So we are going to run some polls on here. I'm going to activate this poll, see how that works. You can vote live, I believe, while we're doing this. So if you can see that poll there, just vote. It's about the broadcast, I believe. Again, let us know where you're watching from in the comments. And I'm playing around with this. All right, we got 100% on our weekly show. So I'll tell y'all a little story. So I was down at the Dollar General store earlier today, and as I was checking out, I had went all over the place looking for some milk because there's been a shortage, right? And you guys know why that is. But there's a shortage on milk. So when I found some milk, I took it up to the cash register, and the lady says, "Do you want it in a bag?" And I said, "No, just leave it in the jug. It's easier to carry." So there's your first one. There is your first joke of the night. Let us know if you laughed because we know you really can't help but laugh. But do us a favor and share this broadcast right now. We want to see how many people that we can reach with the broadcast as we're going live and doing different things. So if you'll hit the share button, if you'll comment, leave some stars and some other things. If you want to hear some more good dad jokes, let us know about that. I'm trying to see some of these other comments on here because the back side of this that you guys can't see, but it's really interesting here as we're watching this. Okay. A few moments ago, it was showing me all the comments on here, and I can't find that right now. But anyway, so as we were talking about, we've changed our styling on our newspaper. So this is what it looks like now. It went from an old school newspaper, and now it's this format. It's more of a magazine type setting, and so people have really liked that. We've got a lot of rave reviews about that. This is this week's cover. That's Cole Hines, strikeout king. He's from Coalfield. He threw 18 strikeouts in one game, which was just phenomenal. That is just ace pitching. and he is doing a great job this year. He's great at football too. But that is the way we have changed our format on there, and a lot of people have give us reviews about that. So let us know if you like the new format of the paper. And then, hey, Deanna, thank you. And Joel from Toccoa, Georgia. And hey, Laura, good to hear from you. Victoria from there. I can't say that on here. You cannot be doing that. Arms Chapel, got it. Man, all you guys tuning in, this is great. So will you tune into our weekly show? Keep voting. I'm going to turn that poll off and put on another one that I know you guys will love. How's the sound? Let me know how it sounds right now. Is it too loud? I know I can't change the sound of my voice. Unfortunately, y'all are stuck with that. But let us know what you think. I'm trying to turn this poll off here. Let me get up here and try to turn that off. And okay, I'm going to pause the poll. Okay, add the graphics. I don't know what that means either. Okay, now here's the new poll. Let's try this one. Do you like my dad jokes? And let's see how much good response this one gets. I'm sure it's going to get a lot because you got to love the dad jokes. And there's a little lag here. So, all right, Sheena, love the new newspaper format. Much easier to handle. And Miss Avery Pearl is our new K9 columnist. She writes and types and paws around and all of those cool things, and we just love her. She's a poodle, right? Is Miss Avery Pearl a poodle? Sheena? Hey, Flonnie. Could be my phone, but could use some volume. I can turn it up, Deanne, but I don't want to run everybody else out of town. So you guys can see that bottom strip there. Go ahead and vote on my dad jokes poll. Let's see how that goes. This is kind of a really fun way to do this stuff. So let me think of another good one. What do you call a fish with no eyes? Get it? Fish with no eyes. Okay. So you guys should be laughing about that one by now. So keep sharing this. We want you guys to share it. We want to get up to a lot of viewers so they'll know what's going on. Because guess what we're going to be doing? We're going to be giving this away, this Fire HD Tablet 10, to some lucky viewer that's watching right now. So tune in and share, and somebody's going to win this Fire HD tablet, Amazon tablet. So make sure you share the wealth and let everybody know about this new live broadcast that we're doing with the Morgan County Today. You like my new representing this Wartburg hat here? Thank you, Amy Rogers, for the hat. Hey, Robin. All you folks out there, sounds good on my end. Leave me some stars. I know it might cost you a few pennies, but we got to pay for this Fire tablet that we're giving to somebody. So just the first person that leaves me some stars, we're going to give you some love on here. So you guys go ahead and do that if you can. I'm going to try to do some features. All right, Derek Lamance, it's on fire. We were going to have Derek Lamance coming down do some renovations here in Wartburg, but unfortunately he lives upstate New York, so he cannot make it down here to renovate. It would cost me a lot of money to have him have to relocate just to renovate. But anyway, so if you got a joke, put it down here. If you can make me laugh, we got a special prize for you. And let's see here. Oh, we got some stars coming in. All right, Laura, you are the winner. You sent in the stars first. Kim, you sent in more stars. We could have a bidding war to hear the best joke. Activate a stars party. Yeah, let me do that. Again, all this is new to me. So, oh, man, what is that noise? I don't know what that means. Maybe someone's tuning in there with some stars. All right, Celeste, thanks for the 50 stars. And Kim Barnes, I'm trying to do some features here on here and see how that works. I thought before I could do a feature on somebody. Let me see if I can do that. Reply, like, pin. We like these. So far, I'm trying to take this other poll off too, you guys. I'm sorry, a little scattered tonight. But we are Stars Party Challenge started. Now, you guys got about 5 minutes to get us as many stars as you possibly can get us. And again, everybody that throws us some stars is going to be entered in for this here HD Fire 10 drawing that we're going to be doing live on the air tonight. We're kicking off some new features with the newspaper, and this is one of them. We're going to start having a weekly morning show, the MoCo morning show. And I probably shouldn't have named it the morning show because, maybe it won't be in the morning every time. But we are going to be doing these live feeds occasionally. Hopefully the graphics good. Can you guys see? You can't change my mug, but how does the video look? Let us know in the comments, please, how that looks. And again, if you have any good jokes, please leave them there. I'm running out of material here, and I don't want to have to pay Jerry Seinfeld for some more jokes. So, another announcement we've got. As I told y'all, we've got this new format of the newspaper, right? Bam! It looks really good. Cole Hines, Strikeout King. Man, you guys are throwing down the stars like it's going out of business. I appreciate that. We're having a party over here. Let me drink to that right here. Thank you to Lessa for all those stars. 50 cents. 50 cents, it said. All right, Derek Lamance, America, freedom. Now, normally I'd be at church on Wednesday night, but we are not there this evening. We have some other things going on. But a few announcements here. As I said, we've got our new format, and now we're going to be adding in some coupon savings. So we got these coupon books going to be added into the newspaper starting in May. Everybody's been asking about that. We were finally able to acquire some of these coupons. So you're going to start seeing a lot more content in the paper. As you guys know, we are the only locally owned, locally operated paper operated by veterans. Couldn't be more proud of that. So we had a competitor in the county. They're still around, but they've been bought out by a big, huge conglomerate. And you know how those big media conglomerates are. I don't know about y'all, but I like my news local, and I like supporting local business. And even though we're a media, look at this Stars party. Can y'all see this Stars things going on? Kim, Talessa, you guys are burning it up. Deanna, thank you. And thank you, Derek, for the stars, too. You guys can hit that and actually add some stars. That would be wonderful. Add to the pile there. I don't know what we have raised so far, but it's all going to a good cause of a hungry family, the Francis family of 9. We have me and Heather and then our 7 children. So, okay, now we've talked about that. So we've got the coupons coming in. Are you guys excited about getting the coupons in the newspaper? Oh, Laura. All right, Veterans First. Whoop, that's right. And Roane County News. Boo, 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 boo. We love all those people that work there, but what do dentists call their x-rays? Toothpicks. That one's good, Deanne. Thank you very much. I'm going to use that one again. You guys keep hearing that dinging? That is from that. Am I talking like a Japanese flick where my mouth is moving and the sound is coming later, or is it synced up? Y'all let me know. Is it synced up? Okay. So, in this week's paper and last week's paper, we have this coloring contest. As you guys, most of y'all may know that already. So your kids can color these. We have great prizes for all the entrants. We have a ton of entries from our friends up at Scott County. I'm in sync. Thank you very much. You're synced up. Man, this is great. It only took me a little bit. Thanks, Cynthia. In sync. You're synced. Technically, let me tell you a funny story about in sync. So when I was in high school, anybody watching know the story of NSYNC in high school? I mean, come on. Somebody out there has got to know it. So unless I know, you've got to know the story. So you can share that on there in a short version. But anyway, back to the coloring contest. So as you guys know, the real meaning of Easter, and I know I'm probably talking a million miles an hour, but I'm just excited, a little nervous. How about we share the video? How about, no, Vic, that would not be good. Yeah, Amy, Tommy was an amazing dancer. Some things never change. And now you know where Ian gets all his skills at, right? Okay, so we are doing the coloring contest, and you can turn this in as long as you get it in to us by Friday via email. Scan it, email it in, or actually tear it out and bring it in and drop it in the door slot if I'm not here. Oh, we got somebody coming in here right now doing a live. Oh, look at this. Bethany Swayze. She brought me some stars right here. Hand delivered. Thank you, Bethany. All right, that's our neighbor and small business owner, Bethany Swayze, with Swayze. She does her own custom bags. His mama was the athlete. Don't even try to steal her glory. Look, you guys don't be attacking me, okay? This is live. People all over the world can see this. You got to help me out here a little bit. Anyway, We appreciate all of our sponsors, Davis Insurance, Lumber King. Thanks, Kim, for those stars. And Ace Potters. He and a few others danced in the talent show to NSYNC. Yes, we did. And many other places, too, not just the talent show. We got Citizens Gas, Ace Potter's Home Center, and McDonald's. I'm loving it. They're in Oneida. And Los Toritos and Lumber King. Los Toritos, the new Mexican restaurant down the road. And so that's that. Get your coloring contest in. We'll be having some winners for that. That's coming up soon. We are like the home of the giveaway. No matter what we do, we tend to always be finding something to give away. Just a reminder to be sharing this because we're going to be giving this HD Fire tablet away live on the air before we finish up this evening. So if you want that, make sure you're sending us some stars so you can win this tablet. It's going to be great. It even has Alexa so you can keep your kids busy and let them watch. See, if those with little ones, are your kids watching Cocomelon, Bluey, or Blippi right now? Just let us know there in the comments. We put papers in the school. We'll have them there again. Well, you guys are out for Deanne. You're out for the spring break, but we'll get you some. We'll save some back for you. Yeah, send them stars. Yee! Live action. Deanna says the sound just cut out. Can y'all still hear me? Last week, our headline story was Sheriff Potter going down to the border with Senator Haggerty and checking that out, where all the illegal aliens are coming over in droves to try to, I don't know what they're going to do, but hopefully people can fix that. That's higher pay grade than I get. Okay, let's see here. Mine loves Bluey. Yeah, Bluey's where it's at in the Francis home right now. Oh, you think I would get more? Hey, Brad, you cannot hear me. So is it a problem with the setup here, or is it a phone issue? Are you watching on a tablet, a phone, or a computer? Can you guys let us know? All right, Flonnie. And Brad doesn't know this yet, but we're going to be trying to team up here sometime soon. Us and BBB Communications, they do a lot of great work down in the Anderson County, Morgan, and other area they cover with the TV stations. All right, Morgan. Okay, I can hear you now. It's like a Verizon commercial or something, okay? Look, I took notes so that I would stay on track, and I still chase a million rabbits. Sound on the phone is perfect. All right, Laura Buckingham, thank you for that. Okay, so one of our giveaways we're giving away 2 tickets. We partner with the Cumberland County Playhouse, and this is an ongoing relationship we do every year. We're so grateful to them. And right now, the next show that we're giving away tickets for is the Murder on the Orient Express. As you guys can see the graphic here. Yeah, you wouldn't have been able to answer me. That's true. Hey, that's a way to put somebody on the spot. But Murder on the Orient Express, it's going to be a great show. It's an Agatha Christie one. Wink face back. Thanks for the stars, Kim. She's really wanting that fire tablet, I'm sure. Okay, Murder on the Orient Express. It's going to be a great show. It looks like it's rated PG, and it's sponsored by Tim and Susan Tewalt. Cumberland County Playhouse. Great playhouse. If your kids love theater, if you love theater, it's a great place to go and see the shows there. It's so much fun. Our family loves it. We went to watch Little House on the Prairie last year and Scrooge, and they were both just so great. The actors are just wonderful. So that's that. And we'll be giving those 2 tickets away. You can go and enter that drawing. It's on our Facebook feed, so go check that out. And we're giving that away. I think it was on Monday, April 18th. We're giving those away. And you can call up there and book your show. So the other thing I have going on with this live feed is it gave me an option to add a URL. And I posted the one about our live Morgan County Executive poll that's up right now. Can you guys see that? If you can or cannot, let me know. And if you can click it. All right, just supporting my favorite paper. Thank you, Kimberly Barnes. Supporting her favorite paper. How kind. Thanks, Jim Jett, for listening and tuning in. Deanne has another joke for us. What does a nosy pepper do? It gets jalapeno business. LOL, laugh out loud. That was good. Jalapeno business. Get it? Jalapeno business. That's a nosy pepper for you. Okay, so we have covered the Cumberland County Playhouse, Murder on the Orient Express, and let's see what else we got here for you guys. Oh, big news. So we have started expanding our coverage to cover larger sporting events, okay? Yes, Deanne, the Playhouse is just absolutely wonderful. But we're started to cover larger sporting events. So our first big one where we obtained media credentials to go to was AEW Wrestling. You may not love it, but we love it. You may not like it, but we love it. Wrestling, it's absolutely phenomenal. Me and my kids and like 90% of Morgan County love wrestling, and we will go every time we have that opportunity and it doesn't interfere with church or something. So AEW was incredible up there in Nashville. We got to see a lot of the superstars, got great access. We covered it in the newspaper. And we are going this weekend. It does fall on Easter. That was a conflict of schedule. Before I realized it, we had already obtained our media credentials. But we are going to Bristol, baby. We are going to cover the race like never before from Morgan County, and we will be there all weekend long, in and out of the pits, getting interviews with different folks and going live from inside the track, and we are so excited about that. As you guys may or may not know, if you're race fans, Bristol is doing the dirt track race again this year, and that's where we're going to be all weekend. Me and our photographer, Wayne Jones, is going to be with us, and it's just going to be so great. So keep on. If you're watching, make sure to let us know where you're watching from in the comments. Please just keep letting us know. Well, there's Heather. She is watching from Ohio. Can you hear it good up there, Heather? I hope it's working out. I've ran a few tests on this. This is the first time that I've been able to do that. So we hope you guys are excited to see the coverage up there from the Bristol race. We'll be trying to do the best we can up there. Let's see what else I got here to cover. Oh, new partnership with the Wartburg Speedway. Talked to Raymond Shepard today. We're going to start giving away 2 tickets every week to the Wartburg Speedway race. So we are so excited about that. And our first giveaway will be this Friday. That is also on our Facebook page and our news feed. So go check that out. Enter to win those tickets. They are upgradable. So you'll win some from us. And if you want to their grandstand tickets, if you want to upgrade to tier or to pit parking, you can do that. Hey, Lisa there in Clinton and Charles from Nashville, Tennessee, Music City. So a little story about Charles Gossett Jr., who's watching from Nashville. Charles's mother wrote a book about the Ryman Auditorium, and actually Captain Ryman, who was the namesake of the auditorium, and they were gracious enough to send us an autographed copy of that book from his mother, and we're so thankful for that, Charles. So that's the power of this little newspaper here. We reach everywhere to shine a light on our wonderful little town here in Wartburg, but more importantly in Morgan County. Because as you guys that live here know, this truly is God's country, and we have a great place. Hey, Dad, my kids have my wife's phone. They're messaging me. So we live in the best place on earth, in my opinion. A little biased there, but raised here, and a lot of my friends here. Keep tuning in. Remember, keep sending those stars. We're going to be giving this away in just a little bit. I'm going to try to keep this going here, unfortunately for you, till about 9 o'clock. We're going to try to keep this going a little bit. I may have to cut it short if I run out of things to say. So, but that's what we're doing. We're doing the giveaways. We're partnering with different people to try to make things just to give back to the community, because that's what we want to do. That's why we're here. You support us. We support you. Deanne says she's lived here since 1980 and has never been to Wartburg Speedway. Oh, you got to go, Deanne. It's great. Great dirt track racing right here. And let's talk a little bit about that, because it draws so many people from around the southeast region. And there's a huge race coming up in August. It's the Dylan Kennedy Memorial Race, and that's sponsored by Schubert's Funeral Home. And Billy Glenn Kennedy and Drew Kennedy and the Kennedy family mean so much to this community. And that race is so special, and it pays huge. The payout for that one, I think, is over $10,000 combined purse. So thanks to Lessa for the stars again. And that race is going to be great. So many people come in from all over. The big-time racers come in here and race. And we just have so many people. I think we're going to try to get on a couple race cars ourselves and sponsor those. I think Jake Brandstetter is one, and maybe another race car driver out there. If you want to have Morgan County Today on your race car, you let us know, because we're going to get in the racing business. We did a demolition derby car at the Morgan County Fair a few years ago, but that didn't work out so well. Little scary, caught on fire. Not a big fire, but anybody else got any good jokes while we're still watching here? Putting on some music. You want some music in here, Lisa? I don't know if I can do that on this broadcast. I could have had some ready, but I didn't have any. So, upcoming events here on Friday, April the 22nd, next Friday. An online weather station with Weather Underground. Sure, that would be wonderful if we can get some connections to do that. I know a lot of people are interested in that, Charles. But the Tanner's Historic Cafe will be opening on April 22nd, Friday. So we're excited about that. And tried the chicken salad there from Linda Brooks Jones at Gray Gables the other day, and it was delicious. And so I know all the food is going to be exceptional, and we need a great place to eat, another one here in the community. And so we're looking forward to that one. They plan to be open at least 4 days a week. Eventually, I think starting out, they're going to be open like Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for lunch and potentially breakfast too. I was over there today getting some photos. So Mark Keck with the Morgan County Tourism Alliance set all that up for us to be able to interview them and get a story for y'all. So, as I mentioned earlier, we have a poll there with Mark Keck and Brian Langley. They're running for county executive, and I have a link there somewhere. You can go vote on that. That's confidential. We're not going to release who voted for who. Quite frankly, we don't know. But we will release the results of that poll on April 30th, I think, is the date I put out for that. Okay, so now we're going to do a little firestorm. You guys got any questions? Why should you never trust stairs? Because they're always up to something. That's good, Dan. You got all the good jokes tonight. I don't know where everybody else is, but you have come prepared. Yeah, Telessa, it's going to be great there with Tanner's opening up. So we are excited about that too. Can't wait to eat the good food and have good company. Was always able to go over there before Nick Tanner passed and enjoy some coffee with Nick and some of the older guys. A lot of the wisdom in the county would sit around and yes, ever looking for new riders? Thanks for the question, Morgan. Our paper is very unique in the fact that we actually don't have any paid staff. We did bring on an advertising guy. He does make commission, but we don't pay our riders. So it's an interesting concept, but we have people that love to write and people that love to read their writings, and so it makes for a very unique setup. So definitely would entertain more content from some people that like to write, whether that's short stories or fiction or nonfiction, history, sports, comedy, whatever it might be. We are always interested in looking into that. If you got any more questions, just post them and let us know while you're dropping those stars in there, and we'll get you an answer. Okay, Nick Robinson, never date in the elevator because there will always be ups and downs. That's good. That is a true story. There will always be ups and downs. We have a lot of great authors. Thanks for bringing that up, Morgan. So we have a lot of great folks that write for us already. John Burns is one of those. He has written several books that we've published out of this office, and his first one was Behind the Veil. He was an Army Ranger in the Battle of Mogadishu, which the movie Black Hawk Down was about. And he has written his second and third books in the series of 7 that he's writing. He's a born-again Christian, and he is talking about a very, very deep faith in the Lord in these books. Becoming the Bride of Christ, it's become an audio book. It'll be approved here soon. And then Becoming Ruth is the third one in that series. John's a great guy. We also have Tom Redmond's book here. Tom writes for us, and he has compiled those articles into a book. And it's a very historical, funny history about Morgan County and different stories about his life growing up here and being part of the Mud Creek Boys. We also have Carol Hall, who's no longer living here in the county. She's moved back to Ohio, but her books are very popular. Disappeared, we ran that all the way through the paper until it disappeared. And then we had King's Ransom is running right now, and a lot of people like those. And, of course, Fred Mize, he is an author, and he writes for the paper occasionally. And so we're thankful for all those folks who are writing for us. Okay, let's see here. Anybody else got any questions about anything while we are waiting? We're going to give this tablet away at 8:45. So what we plan to do on our live broadcast is we will have some weather, we'll have some comedy, we'll have some entertainment, we'll have a news bit, probably have some other things going on. We'll definitely have some guests on the show that'll be in here, from elected officials to just important folks to just anybody really that wants to be on the show. Why did the Bullet end up losing his job? Because he got fired. Man, you're like butter. You're on a roll, Deanne. You are on a roll. Hey, Miss Avery Pearl, she is our canine columnist. She started writing for us just here a few months ago, and she's doing a fabulous job. She runs all of our photo contests for our animals. And Nick Robinson says, if you ever get a chance, date a rocket because they are out of this world. Not bad. Talessa, you just keep on sending those stars. We hope everybody's had a great day today. Today is Hump Day, so it was a good day to go live. And for our first broadcast, we've got a lot of other cool stuff in store. We love Jesus, we love our Constitution, and we love our country. And that's what it's all about for us. We love our community, and we always want to give back. So we give back to local community efforts through our MoCo Literacy Project, where we bring awareness to the literacy issues facing our rural areas here in Tennessee. And then we also, hey, Gail from Robbins, Tennessee, and we also give to our local sports, of course, and bands, and anybody. We do fundraisers here and stuff for those folks. You know, when you're in the local business, that's one thing a lot of people don't understand. When you're a small business, you really give back, because that's who do they come to when they need money for a sign on the ball field, or for a sponsorship for their little league team, or for a sponsorship for a scholarship maybe. Well, they come to the local businesses. And because we're locally owned and locally operated, we're able to give back to the community. And God has blessed us so much. We're not perfect. We can always improve, but we try our hardest to do the best we can with what God has given us to work with. So as you guys may or may not know, actually, here on the front page of our paper, every week you can see up here we have our Bible verse, which is Psalms 100 verse 3. That is kind of our life verse here in the county. Hey, Carol, I'm so glad you're on here. You guys, now Carol is in the broadcast with us. I don't know if it lets me bring anybody in. Can somebody out there ask to join? You got to be appropriate. You got to, do the things, but I don't know if it'll allow that. Like if we can bring someone in on a camera here. Can somebody try that? What are you seeing out there in Facebook world? I don't know if it's going to allow that. That would be pretty cool to be able to bring somebody in here. Make sure you like and follow our page and share it so everybody can join in the fun. I'm looking now to see, and I do not see that ability right now. So, cool fact. I can tell you a little bit about this. So, I'm going to give y'all some insights breakdown. Right now, 62% of people watching are female, 38% are men. And in case y'all were wondering, God made male and female. The Democrats made the rest of them. So, created the rest of the genders. That's just a little joke I thought I would throw out there, too. If you're a Democrat watching, I'm sorry. That's just the way it is. We don't hold any punches. We love everybody. But anyway, okay. And that's another thing. We'll probably ingest a little bit of the daily news. They caught the bad guy up in New York that did the shooting. Let's see here. We got folks watching mainly in America, a few outside. Okay, I'm going to try this again. Can anybody see that? Does it allow you to ask to join the broadcast? Does anybody see that on their viewing side? Let me know if you do see it. Okay, love it. Hey, Talessa. Okay, thanks, Amy. You see what I'm wearing here. I'm representing them Bulldogs. Did we beat Cofield? Anybody know? Did we beat Cofield today? Okay. Nope, nothing on y'all's end. Okay. Well, I will work on that. We do have some other ways to be able to pull people in. Yes, Brad, it's OBS. It's pretty cool. I mean, you're obviously probably familiar with that. OBS is open broadcasting software. And then I'm back. I'm pulling it back through Facebook, which is how I'm able to use the tickers and other things on there. Okay, folks. My brother won the Music City Superstar competition in Nashville 2021. Oh, that is awesome, Nick. That is some great news. Are they from around here, or is it all up there in Music City Superstar? Are y'all from Nashville? I need one of those hats. Yeah, they're great, Jeremy. And the ones from for the boys, they had their number on the back of them. But it's cool. I actually have an extra one that I got because I didn't know what size I needed, but that will cost you a pretty penny. And I don't see no stars dropping out of your box there, my friend. LOL. What is you now, Charles? I'll have to look that up. I have not. We've used Zoom, and we've used a few other things. Okay, Sheena says they're charging the New York subway shooter with terrorism after they said it was not terrorism. Yeah, you can pretty much count on that. So sometimes news is fluid. Something immediately happens, and there is some evidence gathering that has to take place, right? So we should always understand that some of that will change a little bit, but it's very frustrating to see people who on purpose will say things knowing that could be, like removing that terrorism off the table when it could have been terrorism. It's just that kills me. Cofield baseball is rolling this season. Yeah, and I'll tell you, what if you know what bathroom to use to get a hat? You get points for that. You do get points for that, Jeremy. I can add a guest through OBS. You will need to come up here and show me that, Brad. I think I looked it up, and it was like I had to go through Skype or through Zoom or something. But anyway, you do a great job with yours down there, so I know I can learn a thing or two from you up here. Anyway, I could literally sit here all night and talk to y'all, even though I'm kind of tired of hearing myself talk. This has been so much fun for our first broadcast, our beta run. And remember to go on our Facebook page to see the song Today Vacation was written about Harriman, and the video was filmed in Harriman. Yeah. Sheena sent that to me the other day, and there's a young man. What's his name, Sheena? He's a country singer, and he's wrote a song about Harriman, which is where he's from and grew up. It was pretty cool. And anytime we mention that, we got to always mention our guy, Ethan Lively, who did phenomenal on The Voice. And he's doing great right now, going and performing at different places. Go check out his YouTube channel and Facebook at Duffy Conley. Okay. The Tennessee, want to talk about Tennessee baseball. So they lost the other night to Tennessee Tech after they were on steamrolling all their other opponents. They lost to Tech at the Smoky Stadium. But, hey, it happens, right? So I would rather them lose now than lose when it comes series time. So hopefully that'll motivate them to stay on top of things and keep going. Yeah. Anyway, so let me make sure we've talked about everything. Cumberland County Playhouse. Let's run through that real quick one more time. So this is the cover this week. It has Cole Hines on there. We're excited to be supporting our local sports. Terry Futrell does a phenomenal job with that. We have Michael Nance on board, who's doing a great job writing articles about various subject matters. He's an Iraq War veteran. It's another thing about our local paper. Our local paper supports our veterans. Over 90% of our content creators are veterans, and that's what we do. Okay, Deanne is slinging live to my TV for volume. Well, good. I hope that works out. Nick Hickman is who Sheena was talking about. Deanne, I think you did that the other night with the wrestling show down in Cofield. Is that right? You were talking about having that live down there. And if you missed that show, Cofield Carnage with the Spank and the Stew crew, you missed a good one because it was incredible. You can go back on our news feed. We had that one live, the Stew crew match against the Heat Seekers, and they were just on top of it. They were throwing them around like it was going out of business. They got robbed of the titles, unfortunately. Not to tell you the ending, but Yeah, that was rough. So we got Kenley Smith. He's helping out with baseball in Wartburg. He's doing a great job doing the write-ups there. Of course, those are for anybody to read. He posts them on Facebook. But our schools are doing such a great job just adapting to technology and using technology in their covering, in their journalism, in their covering of sports. I know Wartburg now is into that NH. Brad, what is the thing they're using there at Wartburg? You got to pay, unfortunately, but it's they have a great broadcast of the different sports games going on, and you can subscribe to that. You can also, folks, we haven't announced this yet because we got a huge giveaway coming up here in a couple months, but we have over 108,000 followers on Facebook. That makes us the 4th largest newspaper in the state of Tennessee on our Facebook following, and that is just absolutely humbling. We have worked hard for 2.5 years when I acquired the newspaper, NFHS. Thank you, Brad. We've worked hard since the day I acquired the paper. Couldn't have done it without the team that surrounded us and volunteered their time and help. We have 5,500 followers when I bought the paper 2.5 years ago, and we have over 108,000 followers now. That is just mind-boggling that we could do that, this little town. And let me tell you why that benefits us, because you may say, well, not all those folks live in Morgan County, and you're right. So we have, thank you, Deanne, for that information, and thank you, Talessa. So the reason that benefits Morgan County is this. There's 22,000 citizens in Morgan County. 2,500 of them are inmates that live up at Morgan County Correctional Complex for various time frames, right? But there are people that live all around us, and there are 95 counties in Tennessee, and there's people all over the United States. We had people from Michigan when we posted our video about Nemo going through the tunnels. We had people from Michigan commenting, hey, where's this at? Where can we stay? We'd love to come visit. We want to go through the tunnels too. And that's just one of the great ways that benefits it, right? So to have that much of a following, yes, that's more people than Morgan County has. But that is more eyeballs on our little town that we love so much and that most of us have chosen to raise our families in. And so that makes me proud to be able to say that we are able to put more eyeballs on our community because of the reach that we have with over 108,000 followers. And if you like and you share and you comment and you post about our paper, more people can see it and more people can be involved in it. And so they can get in on the giveaways and other things. That's what helps us get there. We've had a video that got 68 million views worldwide. I mean, that is unheard of. When you hear about things going viral, that's just unheard of. So we're going to continue to move forward and try to develop this paper and make you proud and do the best that we can do. And now it is 8:50. I said I was going to give away this Fire tablet to somebody soon. So without further ado, let me do some math here. And let me do some randomness here. And let's just say, thank you, Tammy, for that. It looks like Talessa Wallace, you're going to win this Fire HD tablet. It comes with Alexa and all that other stuff on there. So, Talessa, you are the winner. I'll make a post about that, too. Just tag us. Say, thank you, Morgan County Today. And we will have that here at the office for you. You can pick it up anytime that you want, and it will be here. It says, what kind of street do ghosts haunt? Dead ends. That's good, Lisa. Hey, you're welcome, Talessa. And remember, when we go live, we'll always try to have a giveaway. We'll get a sponsor to do that because whether it's a meal or something. Oh, one other thing, let me comment here before we say goodnight for the evening. We have our blessing box outside here. So when I talk about giving back, that's what it's all about. I got to feed a family. You got to feed a family. That's what we all do, right? But anything extra, any excess that we may have, we try to give back to the community. And another way we're doing that with Stricken Ministry, we've partnered with them. And Stricken is a homeless ministry that our partner Fred Mize started, where he goes out and feeds and clothes and prays with and ministers to the homeless in Knoxville. We have this blessing box here. And feel free to bring something, leave something, take something. That's what it's there for. It's free to the community. And we hope you guys are able to get a blessing out of that and be a blessing to somebody. So we want you guys to take advantage of that. Thank you, Carol Hall. This is the best newspaper out there. I love reading it every week. Keep up the good job. I got to say this, Carol, before we exit, since Carol's on the lam here with us. I don't know if that's what you're supposed to say. I don't know what that really means. Anyway, so Carol's book disappeared. This is what happened. It was very funny. We had already planned this when we started printing. Hey, Paula. Love you, Paula. Paula's out there. Paula did a little work for us for a little while. Now she's working with Best Home Care. She's a staffing coordinator there. But anyway, back to the story. So Carol, we talked with her. I loved her books. I saw her post things all the time, and I thought, hey, I think our readers would like to read her books. So we started talking with her about printing a chapter of her book each week. So we did that with Disappeared. It's about Bigfoot. And without giving away the ending, we had already pre-planned to not print the last chapter, so people would buy the book. So that's what we did. So that happened about 4 weeks ago. Well, we start getting phone calls immediately and had people at lunch even come up to us and say, hey, Tommy, what happened to that Disappeared? I think we missed a copy of the paper. And I kind of chuckled and I said, no, that was on purpose. You got to buy the book to see the ending. And we had a young lady come into the office, and same thing happened. She says, hey, I need to pick up a few copies of the paper from previous weeks because I've missed the end of this book somewhere. And we had to be the bearer of bad news and say, no, she didn't miss it. But anyway, I have a copy of Carol's book here, all of them actually, but I loaned her the copy so she could read the ending. So she was excited about that. And we're just here to be of service. Carol, thank you for all you do. And everybody out there, we appreciate you tuning in. And we will be back. I don't know when. This is probably going to kill my voice for a while. But I want to make sure we can get some guests in here. We may be able to get Brad Jones up here and talk to him about life and the business, because he's been in the business. Brad, if you're still watching out there, how long have you been doing this with the TV broadcasting? He'll let us know here soon. I don't know if there's a lag, like when I ask a question and when it comes across to you all. But anyway, I don't know if he's still there. But Brad's been doing it a long time, and when you're in this business for a while, it takes some you take some beating sometimes. So anyway, all right, everybody. Hate to say goodbye, but I got to go. So I love y'all, and have a great night, and God bless.